John 21 verses 21 to 25, English Standard Version, ESV, says. 21 When Peter saw him, he said to Jesus, Lord, what about this man? 22 Jesus said to him, If it is my will that he remain until I come, what is that to you? You follow me. 23 So the saying spread abroad among the brothers that this disciple was not to die, yet Jesus did not say to him that he would not die, but, If it is my will that he remain until I come, what is that to you? 24 This is the disciple who is bearing witness about these things, and who has written these things, and we know that his testimony is true. 25 Now there are also many other things that Jesus did, were every one of them to be written, I suppose that the world itself could not contain the books that would be written. Expounding the passage. John 21 verses 21 to 25 serves as the concluding passage of the Gospel of John, offering a window into an intimate conversation between Jesus and Peter, and touching upon themes of discipleship, mission, and the spread of testimony about Jesus' life and ministry. In verse 21, Peter, having just been reinstated by Jesus after his denial, which is recounted earlier in the chapter, is curious about the fate of another disciple, traditionally understood to be John, the author of the Gospel. Peter's question suggests a natural human concern about the future and the destiny of others within his community. Jesus' response in verse 22 is a gentle rebuke, redirecting Peter's attention from the fate of others to his own journey of discipleship. Jesus tells Peter that his concern should be following him, not the plans Jesus has for other disciples. This is a principle that has wide application for readers as well, suggesting that the focus of each disciple should be on their personal relationship and obedience to Christ, rather than comparison with others. Verse 23 reveals that a misunderstanding had arisen among the early Christian community. Some believed that Jesus had promised this disciple, John, would not die. However, Jesus did not actually make such a promise. Instead, he had posed a hypothetical scenario to emphasize Peter's independent path. This underscores an early challenge in the transmission of Jesus' teachings, misinterpretation and the need for careful witness. Verse 24 serves as a validation of the gospel itself. The author identifies himself as a direct witness to the events he has recorded, lending authenticity and authority to his account. This verse also subtly addresses the earlier misunderstanding, clarifying the truth of Jesus' words. Finally, verse 25 speaks to the overwhelming breadth of Jesus' life and actions, many of which were not documented within this gospel. This hyperbolic statement conveys the extraordinary impact of Jesus, suggesting that no amount of writing could fully encompass his work. It is an expression of the depth and richness of Jesus' ministry and the profound effect he had on those around him. In essence, the passage speaks to the reliability of the gospel testimony, the importance of personal discipleship, and the immeasurable significance of Jesus' life and teachings. It reminds readers that the Gospels capture only a fraction of all that Jesus said and did, and it points to the need for each believer to focus on their individual calling in Christ, trusting that He has a unique plan for each life.